think a lot of people, have that nature inside of them. They, whether it's to, maybe run a red light and go crazy, or who knows? It's that sense of adventure that's in there. It's in everyone, but it's just been squashed, I think. So my name's Jeff Evans. I'm from Boulder, Colorado, and I am a mountain guide. I own an expedition company called MountainVision Expeditions. MountainVision Expedition goes, all around the world. We go to Kenya, Tanzania, Peru, Bhutan, Nepal, Argentina, Chile, and all these really, really wonderful and somewhat exotic destinations. Locations that we go to and objectives that we have with MountainVision Expeditions. I like to take the less traveled path. Here's this mountain, Kilimanjaro, which has, thousands of people on it, every year. I like to take a route that is a little bit off the path. It's not the traditional route that about 80% of the traffic takes. I just feel that it's an opportunity for those of us that want to get out and have an adventure, to be able to have that adventure sort of in a really wonderful sort of insulated pack where we can interact with the locals as opposed to having to interact with dozens and hundreds of other trekkers. The wonderful thing that I think we provide at MountainVision Expeditions is, I've been traveling all the world for 20 years, and I've been a guide for that long as well. And when I go to a destination, I create relationships with the local outfitters. And based on my years of coming to places like Africa and all these other destinations, I've established a really strong connection with these local folks. And as a result, we're able to provide the best, the safest service, the best food, the most efficient camps. And as a result, I think we bring a lot to the table that I don't think a lot of other outfitters can do. And then you add on top of that my medical experience as an emergency room physician assistant. And if I'm on the trip, obviously I'm providing hands-on care. And if I'm not on the trip, all of my staff knows exactly my standard and my expectations to be able to care for my clients. When people seek out vacations and a lot of people have 2 weeks a year. They got to optimize that time, and why not go and to the Bahamas and sit on the beach and drink umbrella drinks? Well, I think there's a solid number in the population that doesn't find that very appealing, and those are the people who gravitate towards our trip. The memories that you walk away with after being on a trip like Kilimanjaro, or going to the heart of the Himalaya in Nepal. You can't recreate that. It's just raw, beautiful adventure when you're interfacing with the people around you that are on the trip, as well as the locals and the culture. It's just there. It's in your face, and there's no way to reproduce that in any other capacity than putting yourself in positions where you're challenged physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Life takes place on the side of the mountain, really. It doesn't take place on the summit. It takes place on the side, and these wonderful experiences we have get us ready for those few precious moments that we have on the summit. That handful of beautiful moments that we have that are right there, well, those are few, those are precious. But really what we are is we're figuring it out day by day, struggling on the side of that mountain, falling down, getting back up, nurturing each other, working together as a team, all to get to those wonderful, cherished moments that are our summits.
Hardest adventure I've ever done, mentally or physically. Never thought I could do it. And I'm so glad that I had this opportunity, made 21 great friends, given myself a lot of confidence at the age of 61.
It's definitely very satisfying, and for me to be up here, but it's very satisfying to see everybody else, kind of complete their own journey as well.
Difficulty, I'll say pain, but it feels like such an accomplishment, and so thrilled to be here, especially with everybody.
So you know, this is my 11th time to stand right here, and it's no less sweet than the first one, because I get the pleasure and the honor of standing up here with all of these people and watching them go through this wonderful, challenging adventure, suffering, miserable, and then all of a sudden getting up here and reaching this place and finding this beauty, digging down super deep. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm blessed to be in a position to share this with so many people. The timing for when someone might tap into that sense of adventure is honestly, it's timeless. It can happen at any point. You know, I've had people, you know, from young teenage kids coming with their parents, you know, up to you know, a retired physician that, you know, has never done anything like this before, that just all of a sudden says, I got to do that. There's no end point to that. That adventure is within all of us. It's just a matter of finding the opportunity and time and making it happen, because I often hear people say, I want to do that next year. I want to do that sometime. Well, today is sometime. You tap into it, find the opportunity in your own life to be able to seek a challenge and make it happen.